Hello, SRF Ninja here from soreelflix.com. It's that time in a month again where I share everything that I bought within this month or have gotten. And in the month of May, I have a couple of DVDs, a bunch of reviews, and let's get straight down into it. First up is a DVD that I did a review for. It's called The Nasty Terrible Tkid 170. Julius Cavero. That's the guy's name. He's an artist, or a tagger, I should say. It's a documentary on him. You can check out my review right here. You can click this guy. Overall, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 as it was interesting, but I wish it would went more into detail of his artwork or his tagging or whatever. But anyways, some people may know him. If you do, give this a shot. Pick it up. It's pretty decent. Next up, on Blu-ray, The Five Fingers of Dr. T. This comes out from Mill Creek Entertainment. This is actually my first time viewing this. You can check out my review right here. This guy is actually a pretty trippy movie. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. For those who've seen this back in the day, they'll probably give it a little bit more because of nostalgia. But very trippy movie. This is a Dr. Seuss story, by the way. It's about a kid who fell asleep at the piano. And he's having a bad nightmare, so the whole time we're inside of his dream. And it's very, very trippy. The sets are super huge. It's very cool. You gotta check it out just because of the way it looks itself. On Blu-ray, it looks pretty good as well. Again, go pick this up if you have heard of it. Next up from Will Go USA, Rise of the Legend. This guy gets reviews all across the board. It's like some people hate it, some people like it. I'm like, hey, I actually think it's pretty cool. It's got some really good action scenes in it, but some of the wire foo, it kind of gets on my nerves, especially when Sammo Hung is flipping in the air. The dude weighs like 300 and something pounds, so it looks kind of fake. I wish it was way more realistic, but overall, I still give it a 3 or 3.5 out of 5. You can check out my review right here. Looks really, really good on Blu-ray, by the way. And I say, go pick it up, give it a shot. Next up from Arrow Video, Hard to Kill. It's one of those action cheesy B films. It's got Brian Thompson and Oliver Reed and all those guys in it, but you've seen that guy there before. I don't know if you can see that or not, but he plays a lot of bad guys. Alright, you can check out my review right here. I think I gave it a 2.5 or a 3 out of 5. Anyways, I thought it was a decent movie, but I would say go check out the trailers or check out my review right here, see if it's for you. Next up, big old box set. Well, it's not that big. It has 2 movies in it. It's called Killer Dames. Movies it has in it is The Night of Evelyn Came Out of the Grave. The Red Queen Kills 7 Times is the second film. Overall, I thought this was a cool box set. I gave it, I think a 4 out of 5 for both of the movies combined. You can check out my review right here. Looks good on Blu-ray. It's Italian and in English. I watched it in English. It seems decent, except for at one point, the Red Queen kills 7 times. There's a child, and it kind of sounds way older than the child. But anyways, I thought it was cool. I liked the Red Queen kills 7 times a little bit more than The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave. But I enjoyed both of these films. Go check out my review. Definitely pick up this box set. Next up again from Arrow Video, it's 1 film, 4 cuts. The Bloodbath. Very cool artwork. Also comes with a poster, by the way. But anyways, the first 2 cuts, or the first cut's the original film, and the director didn't like it, or the guy who funded the movie didn't like it, so he wanted to do a whole new movie. So the first film's about a spy thriller, so he wanted to add horror elements, so in the next version of it, he hired the actors back again. That cut turned into a horror movie, but it's a very short film. But overall, I thought that film, Bloodbath, which is the short film, the horror film about a vampire and whatnot, was actually a decent film, but it's kind of short. Anyways, you can check out my review right here. You can check out, I talk about all 4 cuts in it, and hey, I think you should give it a shot. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5. Next up, how to pick this up. Next Friday. Finally came down to $9.99 after its first release. Always hovered at the $15 mark for like 3-4 years. But it came down to $9.99, picked it up. It's still pretty funny. I highly enjoyed it. Next Friday.
Must be yogurt or something.
Next up, had to pick this up. It's been on my wish list for a while. Again, it came down to a really good price point. Undisputed 3 Redemption. When I was watching this movie, it kind of made me miss the second film. I wish they would put the first 2 films out on Blu-ray, but they're not. It's just this one. Anyways, very cool movie. Really good action in it. And of course, Scott Adkins does a really good job. I can't wait for the next movie that they're making right now. Gotta go pick this up. Fun film. It's like Bloodsport in prison. Next up, had to pick this up. Why? Because it was just $1 at the dollar store. The Changeling from Angelina Jolie and John Malkovich, but also a Clint Eastwood Productions. It's a very good movie. It's a very crazy story based on a true story, by the way. You gotta pick this up. It's a very crazy story about a woman who loses her child, and the cops are trying to cover it up. It's very crazy. Next up, again, another movie I had to pick up because it was just $1 at the dollar store. Not only that, it comes with a digital copy. Hit and Run. I've never seen this before, and I highly enjoyed it. It's a very good movie. Starring Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. Also has Tom Arnold in it, by the way. He does a very cool job in it. Anyways, I thought this was a cool movie. It has some funny stuff in it, a lot of action in it, and it's got a decent amount of heart. I would say go pick this up. It's just $1. Next up, had to pick this up, had it on my wish list for a while, finally came down in a good price, but it's just a decent film. I thought it was going to be better, but Some Kind of Hero, based on a true story, but the thing is, some people don't like it that much because they try to put a little bit of comedy in it, and they want it more authentic, more real, but it was just a little bit of comedy. I mean, you gotta have, if it's a Richard Pryor movie, you gotta have a tiny bit of comedy in it, but I thought it was a decent movie. Got a little boring at times, but I enjoyed it still. Some Kind of Hero. Next up, Clint Eastwood's True Crime. Again, this gets mediocre reviews, but I enjoyed it because I guess I'm a Clint Eastwood fan, but I enjoyed the story. It's not the greatest story, but it's kind of based on a true story, by the way, about a guy wrongfully accused of murder and whatnot, and Clint Eastwood's playing a newspaper reporter who has really good instincts about who's telling the truth and who isn't, but overall, cool movie. I enjoyed it. If you're a Clint Eastwood fan, you gotta pick it up. It's on Blu-ray. Next up, another Clint Eastwood movie, and first time viewing this, same way as the last one. So this one also has Burt Reynolds in it, so I definitely had to have it. It's called City Heat. I really like this movie. I highly enjoyed it. I'll probably give it a 4 out of 5. Gotta pick this up. It's got some cool action in it, cool comedy, and it's Burt Reynolds and Clint Eastwood. Gotta have it. Next up, had to have this. Finally came down at a really, really good price. Vincent Price, House of Wax 3D. I highly enjoyed this. It looks really cool. Very, very awesome film. Gotta pick this up. It's not like real scary or anything, but it's a horror film. More of a gothic horror and dealing with wax figures. This Vincent Price does a really good job in this. I highly enjoyed it. Definitely look at the trailers for this. And don't get scared because you pop in the movie that says this is only made for 3D or whatnot. Just hit OK and you can watch the 2D version. Anyway, cool movie. Gotta have this in your collection, especially if you're a Vincent Price fan. Next up, it's a movie I had on my wish list, like I said a couple of times already, for the longest time. And I said, screw it, bite the bullet. I used my Amazon points to buy it, and I got it. It's called Easy Money. It's a double feature, by the way. 2-pack, not a 2-pack. Anyways, it's Easy Money and Men at Work. Easy Money was a decent movie, but the movie I was really wanting to see was Men at Work because it's a childhood favorite of mine. I highly enjoyed it. But Easy Money is a cool movie as well. Has Joe Pesci in it, and it stars Rodney Dangerfield. Men at Work stars Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. Those guys are brothers, by the way. Very awesome movie. You guys might want to go pick this up. It's a very cool 2-pack. Last up, it's a steelbook. Deadpool. I mean, artwork's kind of plain, but it looks cool, I guess. Open this guy up here for you. Has inside artwork, by the way. Probably already seen it if you know about the steelbook. And they did do a little mess up here with the, this is the way the spine looks. It's upside down. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, the movie itself, gotta have it in your collection, whether it's steelbook or not a steelbook. Gotta pick this up, gotta buy it. Belongs in your collection. Very good movie, very funny, tons of action, pretty hardcore. Gotta have it. Alright guys, that's it. That's everything I bought in the month of May. Not a bad little pickup there. Check out soreelflix.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit like, dislike, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the movies I picked up, what movies I should have picked up in May that released in May. And don't forget to come back in June. I'm going to, again, to show you everything I bought in June or picked up in June. Thanks for viewing. Ninja out.